Places. One, now Bastille nearly on pole, Bagnaia second, Miller third. 42 points behind the Frenchman going into round 13.
As you can see,
it's like there's 920,000 fans in this Red Bull Ring circuit. They're creating a Grand Prix here in MotoGP. We're underway. And now Bastille got away well from pole positions from the man who's going for 3 straight wins here in 2022. He's a little bit wide going into first corner as he lost.
Get a good start. Alicia Spargaro was looking at the first 7 or 8 runners and he was not among them. Sarko's down to 12th.
Everybody safely through then that tight chicane then to end. Bastianini and Miller, they're still inside that top 3 off the front row.
Oh, that's a Suzuki.
That last 9 races for the 2020 MotoGP World Champion, an early battle for me.
Maverick Vinales is looking to take away 5th position into turn 9, and he does.
Yeah, Vinales gets through. It's an old Ducati top 4 as it was on the grid. Jorge Martin in 4th.
Front of him, but he was speedway style up the inside of Luca Marini, so Alicia Spargaro is now up into 7th.
33.64, that was about a 10th quicker than Miller and Bastianini directly heading on track. Grand Prix in Misano in 2 weeks' time, then maybe there will still be an outside chance of staying with RNF next year, moving from Yamaha.
Back to this man, Maverick Vinales on the leading factory Aprilia. Last time round he did a 1:30.6 lap. Is able to keep pace with the Aprilia up ahead of him, but they're not making inroads yet on the Ducatis up ahead of them as Miller.
This laps of this Grand Prix. In fact, we've got a hot pace coming now. The quickest man on circuit is the man who had a nightmare.
5.8 last time around, so he's really had to work hard for every single position.
Deep those and how low those Ducati squat when they engage that rear ride height device coming out of turn 3. Factory Ducati seat in 2023. There's a lot at stake here, folks.
Champion Quattararo has been beaten by Alicia Spargaro, who does a 1:29.9. So
this men on circuit at the moment, Bagnaia, Quattararo and Alicia Spargaro. No coincidence there, the top 3 men in this moment.
Oh,
Quattararo is fighting like a lion here, isn't he? What a job he's doing. He's got through on
brakes. It's so hard on brakes here, and often when you get in the group, they get even hotter.
This Grand Prix are certainly out of contention for the podium. Miller and Martin just set their personal best laps out of contention, so yeah, that was an early problem for Alicia Spargaro. He's regained it a little bit hot. Bagnaia just comes straight back on the inside on the cutback, down the hill into turn number 2.
At KTM's home Grand Prix, the team, of course, that Jack Miller is joining next year. Quattararo into the 29s for the first time last time around. He's 2.4 seconds off the lead.
Almost 6 gear, I think, on a MotoGP bike as well. Right here, when he went for the brakes, there was nothing there. He went career factory Ducatis. It's Pecco Bagnaia that has the advantage. This time he closed the door on Miller riding on board with Thriller Miller. At the moment, he's got
attention. This is Alicia Spargaro, who's putting a really good account here. He did a 1:30.0 than those 4. Was Martin, who's closing in. He's now 1 second off the lead.
This is in the middle of the second row. This would be a good damage limitation exercise being done right now by Quattararo through that penultimate corner.
Yeah, Miller clearly looks faster of the 2 at the moment. Once again, though, he's just ahead of Zarco, whose progress has stalled somewhat from his early progress. Though into turn 9.
Miller's so good on that left-hander, the second of the left-handers through turn 7, which then yellow flags are out. It's not involving any of our front runners. Quattararo and Alicia Spargaro are still there. Yeah, Martin not only about to give Bagnaia and Miller a big headache, but he's going to be giving a big headache too.
And then couldn't turn in, you know, as it deflates. It wasn't completely flat for sure, but that's what I think.
The Ducati team well and truly deflated, didn't it? Because he was in the podium battle, no question. What is the podium battle? He's really now coming under big pressure from Jorge Martin, the quickest man again on that last lap.
Dynamic going on soon, because Martin appears to have the superior pace of this trio of Ducatis. He's shown them that if they continue to run in formation like this, Quattararo is just ever so slightly a 10th off. Quattararo for the first time is within 2 seconds of the race leader.
It's a real shame for Johan Zarco that he got caught up in that.
It's come down to a battle on the quicks. Jorge Martin certainly has plenty of support in that front tyre. He's the one position, also has that harder option on. He was also in the low 130s last time around.
Jorge Martin squirming as he's coming out of turn number 3. Is he already maybe just having a bit more wheel spin than the other Ducati? 0.2 seconds behind Jorge Martin at the start of this 13th lap, and then he's got a pretty...
Felt about Maverick Vinales is starting to come under a little bit of pressure from Luca Marini. He is now right on the tail. You can see in the back of the picture, Marini chasing Vinales hard. That's for 6th.
Podium contention. The yellow flags are back out then in the final 2 sectors. Here comes Marini. He's found a way through. 7th place. Is he without an almighty fight? In fact, he has rescued it back.
It's Darren Binder who's brought That's getting very tight.
Really
Through
close.
to Bay Marini, though, is now clear of Viñales.
Binder had the problem on that previous lap. He had such a sensational first couple of laps to get him. So now then, Quartararo, just having a quick check on him. Yeah, he has started to reduce that big play towards the podium battle here. What a statement lap that was then from Nyar at the moment then, looking all cool, calm and collected at the front of this Austrian Grand Prix.
He's chasing it here.
Lewis, sorry just to cut in there, but Fabio Quartararo is just reeling into the second sector, and that gap is down to just under half a second now. They've got such a great record. Quartararo's riding out of his skin.
Are some of the Ducatis and letting the race come to it.
Now, I suppose the problem here now for Quartararo might just be a niggling heel of the Yamaha package in recent history. We'll find out very, very shortly, because with top 10, he's actually running at a real impressive pace on that last lap. He did a 1:30.5, which was Martin's gone wide. He's made a mistake. He's made the mistake then into 2A.
In the Moto 3 race earlier on, a rider go through there and not lose any time and got a loss.
It for Jorge Martin, and he surrenders a podium place here right now. So Fabio Quartararo, potentially the arm go up there from Jorge Martin. Has he got a problem as well? As Jorge Martin then now put the left arm up there briefly. Fontanietto saw it, we saw it. There's his crew chief Danny Romagnoli as well.
Just keep an eye on him. He's pushing on still. He managed to match the riders ahead of him in the back on it, but obviously a poor lap for Martina. 1:31.5. Of course, that included the mistake to third place. Now all of a sudden the complexion changes between Bagnaia and Miller, of course.
To Fabio Quartararo this race after Juan Mir's first lap exit at turn 4, compounding a miserable
battle with Maverick Viñales, hard on the brakes into turns way out wide as he tries to outbrake Top Gun into turn 1.
Well, he was that far.
What's happened to
Brad Binder? What's happened to him? Looks like he's made maybe a mistake going into.
He's had the problem. They were on completely different lines as they came out of turn 1. Viñales has dropped now behind. Viñales struggling to stop that Aprilia. I wonder whether Viñales was emerging from the runoff in turn 1.
Second, Aleix Espargaro is having to ride his heart out here on that factory Aprilia to keep Marini bay. Luca Marini side by side on that sweep down to turn 4. Marini does take that 5th place.
Into a second now, there you can see it, and Bagnaia is trying to check out now. That lead through sector 2 for Pecco Bagnaia, and Miller now under pressure from Quartararo. But the big question, as we've seen,
it's been a sight to behold. Absolutely awesome the way. Yes, the chicane has perhaps negated some of Ducati's advantage, showing exactly why he is the reigning champ and the current MotoGP World Championship leader. He
as you say, this would feel like a win in many respects for Quartararo if he can get out of here with a pole.
Looks like Miller realised that he hasn't got the front-running pace of his teammate, and now he's going to play or certainly protect the 4 points that he could lose here to Fabio. For Jorge Martin, he lost sufficient time on that cut-through battle for second place here. Bagnaia now still 1.1 seconds clear of Miller.
Yeah, he only missed the apex of turn 9 there, Miller, by maybe half a metre or so, but that was all it took to lose him that momentum.
Turn 4 in very quick succession. We thought his hopes of being in this battle have been completely
about, but you can see now how close Johan Zarco is on the back of him. Zarco, as mentioned, will be ruining.
Too fast, and Quartararo in what now looks like a relatively safe second.
Yeah, so Bagnaia can't relax just yet in the final 2 laps of this Grand Prix. One mistake and that could open Fabio Quartararo. The lead is just over a second for Quartararo to try and close second in his pocket. This is his title rival, Aleix Espargaro, who's got 9 World Championship points. This hasn't been the kind of circuit that has suited the Aprilia.
In there, Miguel Oliveira's got a track limit scoring a bit further back. Aleix Espargaro slightly wider gain invitation, although it's an aborted overtake for him. He got through briefly, going through turn 6.
Could he?
Was half a second quicker than Bagnaia.
Oh, Martin through.
He's goes down. Ducati's on the podium here. Fernando Alonso, Formula 1 legend. I'm sure he's loved it. 2 for him. 7 for Ducati. Magnificent 7 wins for the Bologna factory here in Austin's at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg in 2022. Fabio Quartararo, the world champion. He's in second place. That will feel like a win for the Yamaha man. Jack Miller, after half the last lap, he does take 3rd place. Luca Marini, 5th. Aleix Espargaro does finish inside the top 6.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke teman-teman, kembali lagi bersama saya di Guntur 15 ya teman-teman. Di video kali ini saya akan berbagi tutorial gimana sih cara menukar poin tri menjadi kuota atau pulsa ya teman-teman. atau voucher lainnya teman-teman. Oke, sebelum tutorialnya teman-teman yang belum subscribe silahkan subscribe dulu dan juga dibantu share-nya juga teman-teman. Jika teman-teman suka dengan video ini teman-teman silahkan like video ini ya teman-teman, agar saya semangat membuat konten tutorial. Oke, langkah pertama teman-teman silahkan harus mengunduh aplikasi yang namanya Bimatri ya teman-teman. Setelah teman-teman sudah mengunduhnya teman-teman silahkan login, dan di sini teman-teman silakan login saja di aplikasinya seperti ini. Dan teman-teman silakan klik saja di bagian poin ya teman-teman seperti ini. Dan teman-teman silakan dipilihkan, di sini ada tulisan tukar poin ya teman-teman seperti ini. Dan sini ada banyak pilihan ya teman-teman, ada untuk voucher Indomart atau Alfamart ya teman-teman. Di sini juga ada kuota ya teman-teman, yaitu 2 GB untuk 680 poin ya teman-teman. Teman-teman bisa menukarkannya seperti ini, teman-teman silahkan menukarkannya, dan ini lumayan ya teman-teman, kuota 2 GB tanpa harus membeli pulsa ya teman-teman. Nah, mungkin itu saja tutorial untuk hari ini, kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Apabila teman-teman ingin bertanya silahkan komen di bawah ya teman-teman. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.